Yeah, so the hiking thing was not recommended after the eye surgery I had yesterday.
Here's a review of our week. In hindsight, we think that's when he got what he got in his eye, but I'm gonna keep you like in suspense. So I'm just gonna say that last week at some point, do you see like these lavenders like here somewhere?
You can check the VOD if you don't see them.
Yeah, so we planted this on stream. There's a VOD. And while Kripp was digging, because we wanted to plant them in the ground so they survive winter, he came across some roots from an old dead tree, like a stump that was there. And he thought it was a very fun idea to get an axe and start like hacking into those roots to take them out. And it would have been a really good idea.
I have no idea what's happening.
Where?
Why are we doing this again?
What?
Why are we doing this again?
Content.
Oh yes, do you like the content, guys? We're providing.
If it wasn't for this week, which I'm getting it, we think that's when it happened, right? That's the only thing we can think of. So 2 days later, on Saturday, last Saturday, he wakes up feeling something bothering in his eye. And his eye is a little red. Not a little
But we didn't
crazy.
think too much of it.
Yeah, it's like probably there's some dog hair, like there's maybe an eyelash. Oh my god, I was about to like jump on him because I thought he was rubbing his eye. And I'm like, what?
I was with the inside. I'm allowed to rub there. I'm allowed. Okay. Doctor's orders. It's okay.
So it was a long weekend here in Canada, which means that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday stuff is closed. Basically,
It's Victoria Day.
It's Victoria Day.
It's like President's Day, except the Queen of England instead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seriously.
So
You guys could have had Victoria Day too.
we could.
But you guys are like, nah, I don't want to be controlled by the British Empire. Ugh, screw you guys, whatever. We're just like, okay, whatever. We're a bit more chill in Canada.
I mean, yeah, we're too, And now, what do? We just get to have an extra day that we don't have to work, and we do fireworks. That doesn't sound so bad, right? And it is always a Monday. But anyway, we couldn't find an ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist, by the way, just in case, school.
Are they eye drillers?
It's a Greek word.
For drillers
And
of
it
the
comes
eye?
from ophthalmos, which is the Greek formal or ancient Greek word for eye.
Eye drilling.
Doctor. You don't only
The eye
do
drilling doctor. Wow, that's very specific.
There was someone on Twitter that was like, finally my time to shine. I do this for a living.
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
Yeah, that lady on Twitter said she only brings out the drill like once a month. It's not a common thing.
I mean, let's tell the story.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is like teasers, but let's tell the story. So the best thing we could do, because we couldn't find an actual ophthalmologist, unless we went to the emergency room in the hospital. But like COVID, and the emergency room in the hospital is something we want to avoid. So we started calling and we find an appointment to a walk-in clinic that is like a general walk-in clinic. It's not like eye specific. It's just, if you're having non-emergency stuff, it's open to go there. And we're actually going there. And they do whatever they do. Like, they do some dyes in the eye and stuff.
Yeah, first thing, she put the dye in the eye to make sure I didn't have any, scratches or something in it.
And she said it's fine.
And apparently didn't have any. And then she just kind of looked at me and said, okay, well, looks like you might have, an infection or something. So she prescribed just some eye drop antibiotic.
Antibiotic.
I got it from Walmart, all good. I started using it first day, immediately a little bit better. Second day, completely cleared up almost, like 95% gone in terms of the redness.
In terms of the redness, yeah. Like his eyes were completely the same, like all white, no redness at all.
And then the next day, so we're like 3 days in on this thing, and even though the redness is almost gone, how I felt that morning after I got up with like my eye just kind of bothering me a little bit, I still felt basically exactly the same in that regard. My eye wasn't like itchy anymore, it wasn't red anymore, so like the antibiotic did its work, so it seems like I did have some kind of eye infection, the eye infection went down, but I still wasn't feeling like 100%. It's still something fucking weird in my eye, basically.
Walmart antibiotics. Well, here Walmart and other grocery stores have a pharmacy in them, like an actual pharmacy. So you get prescription. It was a prescription medication. It wasn't like just I went and bought it.
Yeah.
But they have a pharmacy inside Walmart and other grocery stores. So we're like, okay, maybe we should get it checked out just to be like, just for peace of mind.
Yeah.
And we started calling actual ophthalmologists because that was a Wednesday, so they were open. We started calling like in the area, and we find an appointment for the next day. And I'm like, let's keep calling just in case. It was like 4 p.m. Maybe someone has an appointment for today. And then there was a cancellation on one of those, and they call us and they're like, can you come now? And we're like, okay, we'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So we just got in the car, we ran there, and then I leave him there. I wait in the car, and then I wait in the car.
She's waiting for like an hour or something.
And then I wait in the car. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it's been like an hour.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? And then he comes back all happy. He's like, I had eye surgery. They drilled my eye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And he was super happy, super nonchalant about it.
Oh yeah.
They drilled
I wasn't like happy, but yeah, I wasn't like, oh my god, it's eye surgery. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah.
You
so I had eye
experience from
surgery.
inside.
Yeah, they drilled my eye. It was pretty good. It was a brown thing in the eye. Basically, I went to the ophthalmologist list, and I went through like all the typical test crap. Like I put my face on like 3 different things to start, to check for like how good my vision is on the sides, to check all this other bullshit, whatever. And then when I finished that, I waited like 20 minutes in like the doctor's office. The doctor was probably reviewing the results. The doctor came in and she's like, okay, good. Let's do like the reading eyesight test. So it's like the letters get smaller and smaller. And it got to a point where the letters weren't that small. Like I still got all the letters right. Like I know I did. I could see that, right? It's not like I was guessing.
Basically, his vision was fine. Like he didn't have lots of vision.
She stopped that like test. And she's like, "Let me put some dye in your eye." And then she put some dye in my eye. And then she's like, "Yeah, you got something in your eye."
And basically, she said, kind of
the Walmart doctor wasn't the best. Basically,
the walk-in clinic doctor was useless.
Yes.
Because she's like, I don't know how they didn't see that.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know how I didn't see that. Basically, yeah.
You want to go pee-pee? This time is too good to walk away from.
she looked into like the thing that was in my eye, and she says brown, and she said my eye like healed around it a little bit,
and that's why.
So she couldn't pull it out. She said she could not pull it out. She may have tried. I'm not sure.
Because she said basically that was under the surface, like the eye actually healed over it.
I don't know.
So she had to
I don't know if it healed over it, but she said
he healed over it until had to drill to reach it.
I don't know if it healed over it like completely. I don't know that. But she said it healed around it. She said.
Anyway, yeah, around.
Yeah. Anyway. So, and this is the cornea. This is the front part of the eye. This is like your actual eyeball. But you got a good bit of cornea, and like apparently it healed pretty quickly. So, yeah. And yeah, I put some anesthetic drops. Anesthetic drops, whatever. And
this is also, by the way, just in case school comes up, it is actually also a Greek word.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes from the which gives the opposite meaning to a word, and STC, which means feeling.
Feeling.
So
No
it means
feeling.
basically something that, it makes you not feel. God damn it. If you're Greek...
Is that something you can do to describe a person? Can a person be
anesthetic.
anesthetic?
Anesthetos, yes.
Like a badass?
No.
Oh.
It actually means that like you have no feelings. You're like heartless and
Yeah, like a badass.
Yeah, okay. It depends on which way of the receiving end you are.
Right. Anyway, so it's like this little fucking drill. It looks kind of like a long pencil, and it didn't really hurt. Just the hardest part was trying to keep my eye open, and like I think I twitched my eyelid over it once. I think I clipped my eyelid a little, so I think I have a nick in my eyelid. I don't think I mentioned that to you, but whatever, it's fine. I'm sure they'll heal. And yeah, she said that she got like 95% of it. 5% that's left should probably come out in time, and it's not a big deal. And I'm like, no, just go back and get it. It's fine, just keep going.
Drill ahead.
And she's like, no, that's okay, that's okay.
Hold your horse there, mister. Like, okay, we know you want some content, and some bragging rights for like Twitter, but I'm not gonna drill a fucking quarry in your eye.
Yeah.
Filming it for content.
So anyway, she put like this gigantic fucking contact lens on my eye, and never had a contact lens before, so it's really annoying.
It's not gigantic. It's an actual just contact lens. Just exactly the similar as every other contact lens.
It looked pretty big to me. Okay, the thing was big.
Exactly same size. Trust me.
Just because my eyes are virgin, okay, it looked pretty big to me. Okay. My virgin eyes were intimidated by this contact lens. I didn't have any contact lenses before, so. And he's like, it's not a big deal. That's the size of all of them. I'm like, I don't think so.
And she gave the good stuff, the good antibiotic stuff every 8 hours. And then artificial tears every 1 hour while he's awake.
And he only applied protection after getting drilled.
So.
It was in the wrong order?
So now I can tell you my eye surgery story. And then maybe the drilling won't sound so bad. Okay, you can decide.
You had like a machine.
I had LASIK. Okay,
look,
years ago.
Her eye surgery was no big deal. She basically went to like, it's the equivalent of like a deli meat place, and you know that slicer that goes vroom, 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 vroom. Basically, she put her eyeballs in it, and then it's just, and then it's just like, kind of nicked the little part of the cornea that was kind of a little bit out of shape, and now she can see better.
Yeah.
Like,
so
what's the big deal?
Laser eye surgery, LASIK, they put you in a machine. You get anesthetic, but you're awake, right? You just get topical anesthetic. They put like a device in your eyes to keep it open. And then they cut the upper flap of your eye. They open the flap. They shave a little bit with the deli meat shaver kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then they just let the flap close. Mm-hmm. And then they do this to the other. Mm-hmm. So who wins?
Me. It's not about what happens to your eye. It's not what happens to your eye. It's how close the experience is to the new movie of Saw. Okay? And mine involved a drill. All right? So, just saying.
Glad you're okay. That was his story. How does it feel when he walks out in the sunlight? Oh, he wears sunglasses.
I am very light sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm very light sensitive in general, and with this, it's much more, actually.
Beautiful garden, thank you. We would do an outside stream, but we kind of want him to avoid the outside for a few days, just to not get like dust and stuff. You vote, chat. You vote. Who had the most badass eye surgery? I did LASIK. I did. You work at an
We left that part out of the story. The doctor at Walmart said I could get an eye patch.
But they were sold out.
And I wanted to buy one at Walmart.
Too many secrets.
And they were all sold out. Yeah.